Like I wrote this 30,000 feet in the sky, first class in Delta. I just felt closer to God.
You can try to run, but you can't hide. She know everything you done, so you can't lie. Gotta take it like a man, so you can't cry. But at the same time, deal with it now. But this is what living's about, and it's your turn right now.
I am him.
Bet you next time you will pipe down.
You know the one.
Now that karma came back
Mom.
round.
Bitch, you made your bed, time to lay in it. Cause it ain't no pending case, don't think you got away with it. You think you slick as a can of oil, but what you ain't getting. That when she come get you, that bitches ain't missing. K-A-R, no young, but still M.A. The time to reap what you sow is gonna come one day. The demons that you running from is the demons that you made. Be careful the ditch you dig for niggas, that might be your grave. Be careful how you handle niggas when you up and getting paid. Now they up the tables flipping, they call a spade a spade. See Miss Karma, a faithful bitch, she never running late. She never mentioned the dirt you did, she put it back in your face. Them same lies you told them folks gonna be back on your plate. Don't throw your hand and then my nigga show me your poker face. Cause even the broken clock gonna be right at least twice a day. Cause even the broken clock gonna be right at least twice a day.
Uno,
the one.
She know everything you done, so you can't lie. Gotta take it like a man, so you can't cry. But at the same time, deal with it now. But this is what living's about, and it's your turn right now. Bet you next time you will pipe down. Now that karma came back round.
Look, and as time goes on, this tit for tat getting ridiculous. It's time to move on. This trust that's been broken so many times that it must have been broken so many times. Them cups have bent, then the trust get lost, then it plummets to a labyrinth of emotion. That passion that we had was explosive, but it was short-lived. Tainted by this ordeal, played myself for more thrill. So in the foreseeable future, me and you cannot build. Thinking to myself like this is not real. Nothing was the same, put up a block shield. Rebounds ain't work, I'm on a block still. It's my admission of guilt, permission to vent. Don't nothing part the author from script, that's off the rip. Now I'm tripping, now I'm flipping off the turnbuckle. Not your huckleberry, this shit fucking scary. We done been through the highs, we done been through the lows. Right back where we started, this shit is a fucking joke, come on.
You can try to run, but you can't hide. She know everything you done, so you can't lie. Gotta take it like a man, so you can't cry. But at the same time, deal with it now. But this is what living's about, and it's your turn right now. Bet you next time you will pipe down. Now that karma came back. I hope you know it ain't no end date. You better think, and that's regardless what your friends say. No kid play, it's gonna be consequences to every choice that we make. You're gonna be jumping fences, trying to find an escape. But any time of the day, see that time it'll wait. That's when regret kicks in and your mind start to break. But you keep living life like everything's okay, but it ain't. So you keep living life shade, and it's crazy. You really think you got away, and that's amazing. The fact that you don't think she on the way. You did a lot of people wrong, and it's been so long. And you just tried to move on, that's when everything changed. Now sunny days brought pain. You fell in love and you got played. It's just a part of the game. Now on your heart is a stain. Now the hard part, it will never change. You can try to run, but you can't hide. She know everything you done, so you can't lie. Gotta take it like a man, so you can't cry. But at the same time, deal with it now. But this is what living's about, and it's your turn right now. Bet you next time you will pipe down. Now that karma came back round.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to Big Business Podcast, man. I'm one of your hosts, Boss Man Busy. Y'all know which way I'm pointing. That way.
That's why back at it in the field where it's real, feeling good, feeling great. You know, you just went back to work, yesterday or today?
Today.
Yeah,
man. You just got back off your little vacay. Just
I got
there. How was it, man? You enjoy yourself?
Yeah, man, it was wonderful, man. Fort Walton Beach, Florida, Destin, Florida, Okaloosa Island. I don't know how to pronounce the shit. Okaloosa Island. Uh, Beautiful place. Went parasailing and shit, you know.
You went parasailing, bro?
Oh yeah, parasailing. I'm up in the air, you know.
Oh shit.
Shit was dope though. It's relaxing as fuck. When you get up there in the air, it's relaxing, man. You see the whole ocean, man. So
Oh man, you done something I ain't done. I'm right here on the coast, and I probably won't do it.
yeah, if you don't like heights, then yeah, you probably won't like it. But yeah, I don't like heights if I'm unstable. But the way they strap you in and stuff, you be chilling, like you just sitting in a swing, like you know, a little kid swing or something. That's what it's like. You sitting in, but you strapped harnessed up. So it was good though, man. Took my old lady out there for her birthday, so you know that's the most money I ever spent on a woman in my life. So
hey, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. Yeah, man, that's dope. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, man. I seen one of you. I think you did a short with you in the sun. I said, you look good in that goddamn beautiful weather, man.
And that sun, different. that beach, them waves, man. That's the first time I ever been to a beach ever in my life. So it was an experience, man. So I definitely appreciate. I definitely get why people say you need to do certain things. You know, let me just say that. You know.
Yeah. Being on the coast is different than being on the land. And if you was born on the coast and you enjoy the water, it's hard to move inland. If you ever move anywhere, you're probably gonna try to find another place on the coast.
I see why. I see why. I can't blame you, man. I can't blame you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get this thing started, man. We definitely got a lot to talk about.
Yes.
We can go ahead and kick the intro off if you want to.
Yeah, I almost forgot, man. Yeah, man. So welcome to Big Business Podcast. If it ain't big business, we ain't talking about it. And y'all already know that. And this is episode 40.
I seen that when D-Love put that in. I'm like, oh yeah, this is 40.
Yeah, episode 40. I just turned 44, and we on 40. Man, let's go ahead and turn up, man.
One time, let me pop my shit, man.
Big talk. They done got me pissed off. This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't turned up in a minute, back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk. They done got me pissed off. This $40 bottle ain't no crystal. I ain't turned up in a minute, back to business, about to lift off. Bitch, I'm talking big talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Before we kick this thing off, we got a lot of shit to get into. But before we kick it off, I just wanted to ask, and this is to the chat, this is to you, boss. When it comes to going to restaurants, this is just a general small talk question. When it comes to going to restaurants and whatnot, do you send food back? And if so, what do you send food back for?
If I order a steak and I ask for medium well and that motherfucker come back like a bitch on her period, I'm sending it back. If it look like that cow goddamn still breathing back there, I'm sending it back, bro. Y'all got to.
Right. See, now in that case, because I'm the type I don't send nothing back usually. In that case, I might, just because of steak, it costs some money. You coming out of that thing with at least $30 plate or something, so
Yeah, hell yeah. Listen, you gonna give me what I pay for, bro. Point blank. If I ain't got time to be restaurant hopping,
right.
I'm sending that shit back, and you gonna get it right.
See, and to tell you the truth, if that did happen, I might actually try it because I've never ate a steak that was not, I say well done every time, so I don't have that problem. Because even if they don't do it well, it's well enough that I could eat. But so yeah, maybe in that case. But I'm the type, man. I don't send nothing back. I don't send nothing back ever.
Why not?
It's just, it's like they cooked it, they prepared it, they brought it to me, and if it ain't got, if it got something on it I don't want on it, like sour cream with Mexican food, I hate sour cream. If you send it on there, I'm gonna just scoop it off and move it to the side and keep eating. Like, and usually I be so hungry that at the time, like, I can deal with some shit because I'm just so hungry. Usually when I go to a restaurant, so I don't know, man.
I don't send nothing back for that, something that small. What up, Timothy? Appreciate you for sliding through. And there are some people that will. That's just, I think those are bougie people, if you ask me. And this was the reason I was thinking about as well. I don't know if you have any allergies, but they put some on your fucking plate you're allergic to.
Oh yeah, nah.
That shit back.
Right. In that case, that's another one. That's one of them little slick caveats that I definitely, if I'm allergic to peanuts, and I tell you no peanuts and peanuts come, I'm not gonna eat it, and I'm gonna tell them I got food allergy and I can't eat this. So
right. Yeah, and I'm gonna ask if I'm ordering something I never ordered before. You tell me if is it cooked with peanut oil or anything peanuts. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, I can't eat that. Like, okay, we'll make sure they cook it with something different.
Right. But you got, go ahead.
If they put some peanuts on my goddamn plate and it's disguised, and I got some Benadryl in my goddamn pocket, I'm gonna eat that motherfucker. I'm gonna sue the dog shit out you motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do.
Right. But like you said at the beginning, when you said you got to tell them, like when you ordering shit off the rip, you got to tell them exactly what. You can't just say I want that, and then just when it comes, be like, oh, nah. You got to look at everything in that thing, and get it right. It's for me, it's someone spent time on this. Plus, you send it back, it might come back. They might be mad, be disgruntled, and want to do something. Give you dirty silverware. I don't know. Spit in your water.
You spent your hard-earned money too. They spent time, and you spending your hard-earned money. So what's the difference?
Right. D Love say, I'm just done. I'm not sending nothing back. Oh, so she like, okay, nah, I'm done. Timothy said, I don't order steak from non-black or Mexican. Damn.
What did he say?
He said he don't order steak from non-black or Mexican restaurant.
Okay. I don't know why, but hey, to each his own.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing when it comes to fried food. Some people, some restaurants, they'll fry your chicken in the same grease that they fried the fish in. And some people have a problem with that, but you won't even know it. That's why it's like, I don't know. I thought that was, I don't know, man.
I don't know how the fuck they would know that unless their chicken tastes like fucking fish.
Right. Some old grease or something. They've been frying up some catfish in that same grease they cook your french fries in. You eat that french fry, you be like, it tastes like iodine. Like, like, what the hell?
Oh, shit. But yeah, man, hey, I ain't gonna send it back for nothing petty. But if it's something to the point where I don't want to eat it, and it's something I paid for, and I'm looking forward to eating it,
right?
Something got to give. Something gonna have to give, because even if it's just the vegetables, I order some sauteed asparagus or something. I'm looking forward to eating this shit because I know it tastes good, and that shit come back soggy or some shit. Nah, you got to take this shit back. Look, call me petty all you goddamn want to.
Ain't nothing worse than asparagus that ain't got no body to it. It's just like a green bean. Like, this is not supposed to be like this. Like, it's supposed to have a little bit of crunch in there, like a little bit. Like,
Got
shit.
to. Yeah, I don't want no soggy shit. For real.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kick it off, man. With this first topic. You see the second link I put in there?
You want to start with that one first?
Oh, you had another one?
You put two on here.
The second one is the ballot boxes and all that.
Yeah, I got the first one. You want to do the ballot boxes first? Because you put the one where the lady was talking.
Yeah, the lady was talking. We're gonna get into that, but I wanted to kind of kick it off with that one.
Ballot boxes, okay, we can do that. Let me take this down.
Yeah, man. Episode 40 in this thing. Definitely had a dope show last night on GFT. I was tapped in. I was talking y'all shit.
Yeah, that's definitely it was definitely a good live. I enjoyed it. My damn self, I can't even flex. Uno was talking this shit, you know.
Got in that religious bag, and I almost had to. I said, "Here we go." But nah, it's real shit though. It's real shit. So I respect it. I respect it. You know.
Yeah, it's tripped me out when you was talking about 50. You're like, I think you said great story, bad analogy. You say you should.
Oh yeah.
You should have brought your goddamn water with you, nigga.
Right. You deserve to pay $4 extra. You didn't bring no damn water to a gym. Shit.
Yeah. But all right, I got us covered. You want to preface it or you want to just go right on into this?
Yeah, we gonna chop it up about these ballot boxes. It's election season. There will be a new president, and I think about 9 days from now, there will be a new president in office. I know we don't usually chop it up too much about politics, but I did want to chop it up about this and a couple other little things that I've been seeing because it's shit that'll make you say, shit that'll make you scratch your head type of thing. And that's what I like shit like that. You know?
Okay. Let me title this. Yeah, I'm
because these ballot boxes, man. Nah, we gonna talk about it.
Let's get to it, then.
Investigations are underway in Vancouver, Washington, and Portland, Oregon, after an incendiary device was set off inside 2 ballot boxes. In Washington, heavy smoke was seen coming from inside a drop-off ballot box this morning. Hundreds of ballots appear to have been destroyed. There was a similar incident just a few hours earlier in Portland. This comes as the presidential candidates hit swing states today. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
Former President Trump in Georgia today after a rally in New York City last night, where the former president called America a nation in decline, again labeling Democrats the enemy from within.
And when I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy, becomes a sound. Oh, how can he say? No, they've done very bad things to this country.
But before he even took the stage at Madison Square Garden, the rally was riddled with racist and sexist remarks. One speaker calling Vice President Harris the devil, the Antichrist, and opening comments from a comedian provoking a lot of responses today.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's...
So when it comes to these ballot boxes, and who knows how many votes were in these ballot boxes. You know, it was Oregon and it was, I think, Washington. Who knows how many was in it? My point and my thing about the ballot boxes is why the fuck are these ballot boxes not inside somewhere and not on the sidewalk? Both of them that they showed, these ballot boxes are sitting on the sidewalk.
That's a great question. I've never voted, so I've never even seen where they're located, but that is weird to have them accessible to the fucking public where, you know, anything can be done to a ballot box and we know that's just gonna delay the voting process. So I get you. I don't understand that my damn self.
Yeah, I mean, like myself, I've never voted, but from what I've seen them in community colleges. I've seen people lining up to vote. You know, I think I might have seen one at an elementary school or some kind of school one time. But it's always been a building. Like, so the fact that people are, you know, they're just sitting there out on the corner, it's like, shit, people could be throwing anything in there. Shit. He said like this incendiary device. Shit, that's a damn smoke bomb or something. That's what that is, I think.
And you know, you the first thing that came to my mind was the states. What states this shit happen in, and who states is it? Who vote there? Predominantly Republican and predominantly Democrat. So that'll tell you if it was consistent. If it was consistent, you would have to fucking wonder, bro, for real.
Right. But like in general, like before when we was backstage, you was like, we did not see shit like this until one person came into the race.
Absolutely. We haven't seen nothing like this until Trump became a candidate or became president. Let's go back to when he got elected and all this bullshit about he cheated. And it was confirmed from what I know. You know what I'm saying? He still got in. So what make you think he won't do it again?
I remember when George Bush, there was some shit in Florida. There was something in the water in Florida when Bush and Jeb Bush and all that big scandal they had with the ballot boxes and shit. So I've seen it before, but not like these two situations right here. Well, another thing I wanted to just touch on real quick is the rhetoric. The rhetoric of a campaign. You could pull it back probably 15 seconds. We can go from there to chop up the shit that's going on at these fucking rallies, at these Trump rallies, man, where you having these racist overtones. These are not undertones. These are overtones of racial rhetoric that's going on at this rally. And you can go ahead and play it.
I'm glad you pointed that out. But yeah, let's take it out.
Madison Square Garden, the rally was riddled with racist and sexist remarks. One speaker calling Vice President Harris the devil and the Antichrist, and opening comments from a comedian provoking a lot of responses today.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right. Okay, we're getting there.
The Trump campaign reacting with, "This joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign." Vice President Harris commented today.
Donald Trump's event in Madison Square Garden really highlighted a point that I've been making throughout this campaign. He is focused and actually fixated on his grievances, on himself, and on dividing our country.
Other leaders from both sides of the political aisle are trying to distance themselves from the comedian's comment about Puerto Rico, including Senator Rick Scott of Florida, home to more than 1 million Puerto Ricans, writing, "It's not funny and it's not true." Saturday, Harris campaigning with former First Lady Michelle Obama, who gave a searing argument that Harris faces a double standard.
Some of us are choosing to ignore Donald Trump's gross incompetence while asking Kamala to dazzle us at every turn.
Harris today focuses on manufacturing in Michigan, campaigning with vice presidential candidate Tim Walz for the first time.
But go ahead.
Go ahead.
You got it.
What I want to say, and Michelle just hit on it, is these type of things get ignored for some reason, and I just don't understand. Like, we live in the world and we know racism exists, and anybody who's not racist don't like it. And most of us are black. But what trips me out is how many black people ignore those type of things and point out other things.
Right.
I will never understand that. Like, how can you call him racist? What have he done that was racist? I can name a bunch of shit that he done that was racist. What the fuck does you mean? And that it irks my nerves. And for one, Trump is not a politician. He's a businessman. And I understand that running America is running a business damn near. Right. But this man don't know shit about no fucking politics, bro. But go ahead, bro. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I agree with you. And that's why I don't vote. It comes down to shit like this. And whenever you talk about some rhetoric or whatever going on at this rally, the sad part is that as many people are turned off from this rhetoric, there will be someone that will vote because of this rhetoric.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
It's like, I can't sit up here and say Trump doesn't have a chance. It's over. He sealed his fate with this. I can't say that because I know it's some people out there die hard. Hell, I went to and fucking when I went on vacation in fucking Florida, man, that's all I seen. I went into the Army Navy store and got this shirt and just a couple other little shirts. I love Army Navy stores. I don't know if you ever been to an Army Navy store.
No, I've heard of them, I've seen them, but I haven't been to one.
I don't know why I like them stores, man. You go in, it's just a junk pile of shit that people from the Army use and wear. I'm all into little pocket knives and switchblades and butterfly knives and shit. I like that type of shit. So I always, if I see one, oh shit, I went in there, man, and people were so racist. I came in, the cashier didn't even say hi or nothing. I looked on the back wall, it was a flag. It said Trump 2024 on a flag, and it had the picture of him getting shot in the middle. He was like, in the and it said Trump 2020, and this was a flag, like a big flag. It's like somebody made a flag out that shit.
Hey, that's one thing about politics, and 50 said this in the interview. I think he was on the Breakfast Club, and he said he don't deal with politics because there's going to be somebody that wholeheartedly disagree with your stance in it, and they're serious about the shit, regardless if it's something that's serious or not, or something that's valuable to you or not. They're going to say you're wrong for feeling the way you do. And that's one of the main reasons I stay away from politics, because people, they are serious about that shit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fucking matter about values and morals. They don't care about none of that. It's who they fucking want in the fucking seat, bro.
Yeah. I agree. And that's you mentioned values and morals, and I don't know, you can maybe we can run through this other one real quick. It's just I think 40 seconds or whatnot. First one. Because one of the major things I guess Kamala is talking about is reproductive rights for women, and women having the choice to have an abortion if they want. I stay in Texas where it's against the law basically to have an abortion even if you were raped or if there was incest. There's no exception to the rule. Not all states are like this, but Texas is a state like this. So we're gonna kind of segue into this discussion, and this is kind of a moral discussion. It's kind of a personal moral discussion, but there's politics involved with it because the lawmakers are the ones making the laws. So I did want to touch on this real quick before we switch gears on this thing.
Hold on, yeah, it just told me it lost signal. And I remember last time it said that it did not play the volume. So let me put it back up here one more time. You read that comment? Cause I see it. Tell me something.
Yeah, both political parties say racist stuff. Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton called black males super predators. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's just I say everybody got a racist meter, right? Even you, boss, me, we all got a racist meter. That's kind of how I explain it. It's what percentage of racist are you? Are you a 10% racist? Are you an 80% racist?
I don't know. You gonna have to break that shit down to me because I don't think I got a racist bone in my goddamn body, man. I love the world.
Okay, so when I do this, I don't like.
I know what you're gonna do. Go ahead.
Nah, when I do this and when I have these discussions, I don't like on live streams when we're talking about topics, I don't like to make it personal. But in this situation, I would say, and matter of fact, I'll do it to me just so if hypothetically I had a daughter and her first boyfriend was white. If you had a daughter, or well, you do have a daughter, say her first boyfriend that she brings home to you is a white guy, and they're really like, how would that? What kind of feeling would that bring up?
Not nothing.
Okay, that was one,
and that's the God honest truth, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, Tim. Come on over. Come on, Adam.
Right. I mean, it's I would have to prepare more to debate that topic, but I do feel like everybody, has some sort of if you're pro-black, if you're for your people, there's gonna be little things where it's just I don't know about that. Like
I've dated white women before, bro.
Well, I mean, not necessarily with dating or even your kids dating, but other things. Some people for dating that would be, but like I said, I would have to prepare more to debate that. So
we're gonna get into this and we're gonna chop it up. Let me know if you want me to stop it anywhere.
Yeah, you could play this one through from 28 to 105.
From where?
From 28 seconds to 105.
All right, here we go.
I think what's really important for women everywhere to understand is that these bans impact every aspect of reproductive health care. For me, my journey, I went through a lot of different things. I had a baby with a genetic anomaly and I had to flee the state to get an abortion. I had a miscarriage. I couldn't get the medication I needed. And after my daughter was born, I needed a DNC to remove my placenta after my daughter was born. And I was delayed care and almost died. So what women need to understand is these are not just bans about unwanted pregnancies. These are bans on your health care.
So with that, when you hear that and when you hear her story, I guess to start it off, she mentioned that her child was going to have a her child was in a genetic anomaly, as she called it, and I can only assume that would mean there was some chromosomes or something that weren't 46. Or I think 46 is the number of chromosomes we have, but so it would be like autistic or something. And do you think the government should, I guess, come in at that point to say you have to have it, or is it morally wrong to not want to have a baby in that situation? Because it's a moral discussion. It's human life. Right.
And I think the moral aspect of it will always win. And that's the death of a human being, even though it may be early on in the pregnancy where some people don't consider it a human being yet. But at the end of the day, killing something, especially when we're talking about a human being, that's a crime. But on the other hand, we have rights. Women have rights. Men have rights. Everybody have rights. When you take the right away from a woman and tell her, you gotta have this baby, that don't sound fucked up, bro.
To me, it does, because the genetic anomaly part is a little different from the rape and incest part, and I should say R word.
Right, absolutely.
And incest. That's a little different. Autistic
child. Is it really?
I feel like yes, because if your cousin is the father of your child and you were R-worded, I feel like a woman should have the choice to not go through with that, because just imagine that. Just
True.
imagine.
True.
D-Love say the government should not make decisions about your body. That's between you and God. Because your baby is going to be disabled doesn't mean you should throw them away. I'm speaking from experience, and that's why when she told her story, that's why I specifically chose her story, because she said a genetic anomaly, and that's a little different from the R word and incest. And when it comes to D-Love's comment, I feel the same way about that, because it's gonna be hard to have a child that does have some sort of autism or Down syndrome or something, but there's many children with autism, Down syndrome, who actually do have full lives to a certain extent. So
this is a very tough and touchy situation, so I want to walk delicately.
Right.
I don't know if I would want to live like that, bro. I'm not even talking about it being tough on the parent or the mother.
Right.
I'm talking about the kid.
Oh, you mean first person yourself? You don't know it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, if I was the kid.
Right.
I mean, of course, the kid never lived like a normal human being, so they don't know what that's like.
Right.
But I don't know, bro. It's just like a kid, you know, let's say, for instance, the mom passed down AIDS to the kid. Let's just say hypothetically.
Right.
Is it fair to that fucking kid, bro? Is it fair? I understand it shouldn't be our choice, but I feel like if this is something that's caught early on, that mother should be able to make that decision, man. I just feel like it's right. I don't like abortion. Don't get it twisted. I'm not. Yeah, kill all of it. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Because my oldest daughter, you know, my baby mom wanted us to have abortion. I'm like, man, you crazy as fuck. Nah, I ain't going down like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't believe in that.
Right.
But when it comes to these type of situations that we're speaking of now, it's like, weigh it out. How would you feel if this was you as the mother, or if this is you as the kid? Would you want to live your life like this?
I wouldn't want to, but if it came down to it, the baby's born, and I couldn't see me saying abort the child because he may have complications. I can't see that.
Doesn't it depend on what type of complications? Like, they can't talk, or they're gonna be blind. They can't see. They can't hear.
I don't know if they know
exactly, bro.
But I'm saying I don't know if they know exactly what complications are going to be had. You know, sometimes I think it's more of a you know, the child is born and you see after it. That's kind of how so I don't know if you're going to know exactly what it's going to be, type of thing.
It's only I'm pretty sure it's certain situations, diseases, complications, however you want to call it, that they can detect while the baby is inside the mother. They can tell you your baby can't see, your baby can't hear, or things like that, or your baby spinal cord is crooked, or they'll never walk, or whatever the case be. It's certain things. I don't know what it is, but there's things that they can tell. But when it comes to those things they don't know and it happens, or they find out once the baby is born,
right?
That is what it is. But I just feel like if it's something that they can detect early enough,
right,
then I think that the mother should have that decision. She have the right.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. I'm not for abortion. And like you said, I'm not like, you know, she was wilding at the club and fucking all type of niggas, and she wanted an abortion, let her have it. Like that type shit, and that's the thing, it's like it's a gray area because of the women like that who are doing that.
Right. Big facts.
And that's what they're trying to that's what they're trying to combat is just people, making these decisions like, oh, abort the baby. Like, I don't like that at all. But I feel like there should be, in Texas, and this is probably more of a state political discussion than federal. I feel like, for one, if there's any laws about abortion, it should be all done in the state. It should not be done on a federal level at all. And to be honest, any of it shouldn't be at any level. Like, the woman should have the choice, to me.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I guess it'll be one of those situations where you're the father of the woman that wants to have an abortion, and the reason she wants to have an abortion, you don't feel like that shit is cool. So now you're in the situation, ain't it?
So she could keep on clubbing. Oh, I ain't gonna be able to drink no more. I ain't gonna be able to, pop perk no more. So I'm gonna abort the baby. Like,
and guess what? You can't stop it.
It's nothing a man can do. Hey, well, it is something. It's called preventative
measures.
Preventative measures. By not fucking with these thotty bodies out here in these trifling streets. That's the preventative measures. Choose who you drop that seed into
wisely.
But that's a universal thing, though. That ain't just with this. That's in general. But yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of discussion around that. D-Love say, I was told things my daughter was gone, all kinds of stuff and stuff she didn't have. I was told things my daughter was going to have, all kinds of stuff. And yep. What she say? Yep. Not for birth control. It shouldn't be available, in my opinion. Birth control, it shouldn't be available. I'm a fan of birth control.
Hold on, she say birth control shouldn't be available?
I think I might be reading. I think that might have been tied to her last statement.
Okay. Because that's a preventative measure right there.
Yeah, I will go pick the birth control up from the Walmart. I will bring it to you. I will set my alarm if you don't, because you got to take it a certain time. I will do all that. Did you take your pill? But you see, I ain't got no kids. I mean, I don't know. She said, no, I'm saying it shouldn't be available as birth control, and abortion shouldn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying too. Yeah. And I think that's what YJ was speaking on now, is those women who's out here loose. Just, and, they have a kid and they ain't mean to, and they want to get rid of it. Nah, yeah, that's definitely not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? They should be ashamed of their goddamn self. No, you take accountability to what the fuck you did and learn from your mistake and take care of that kid and not to do it again. Yep.
Yeah. From what I've seen, it make people grow. For women like that, it's gonna make her grow up. It's gonna she's gonna have to. There's gonna have to be some epiphanies that happen if she's in that state of mind before and once that baby is born. And sometimes that is the saving grace, for women and for men. Men out in the streets and they, women, she get pregnant and now he start thinking different. He start, thinking about thinking about different things he wasn't thinking of before the baby was there. So,
yeah, right. Timothy say abortion and Planned Parenthood was invented by Margaret Sanger. She invented it because she said black people down south was having too many kids and will outnumber white people. I don't know who Margaret Sanger is. It might be somebody I do know, But I've heard that before.
Yeah, Margaret Sanger definitely Margaret Sanger is not the reason. Trust me, the state of Texas being red, and this Margaret Sanger, I won't even call it a narrative because it is true. And trust me, I definitely respect that comment and know it. Everything what you're talking about, Timothy, when you talk about that, when you talk about the Black community and what Margaret Sanger did to put in these Planned Parenthoods in every hood through the South, I definitely know, and I definitely do think that's horrible, and I definitely do think that a woman who is in that ratchet phase of her life would benefit from all of these Planned Parenthoods. So you can say on one hand that, okay, this was put in our communities to lessen our population. You can say that, and I wouldn't look at you sideways if you said that. Let me just say that.
So he then followed up and said, if it wasn't for abortion and birth control, the majority of the United States would be Black people. I have to ask. I just want to know where you going at. Where you going at with it, Timothy? Because I understand there are some people, and they say it's the higher ups who try to control the birth of Black kids. You know what I'm saying? Because then we will become the majority. I've heard that in so many stories, and it's crazy that people feel that way, but I just want to know where you going at with it, bro. That's all. Go ahead, Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, when you say if it wasn't for abortion, the majority of states would be Black people. That's one of them statements where I really, it's some ifs in there, and I could say there would be more here if it wasn't for the whole Planned Parenthood and the designer that Margaret Sanger put in place. The result of that, or the effect of that, it would be, I guess, subjective because there's more of us. I would assume that there would be more of us who are dealing in business, who are dealing, lawyers, doctors. You would think that, right?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Absolutely.
I would just leave it at that.
No, I agree with you 100% on that, bro.
It's just more niggas out here wearing Jordans than I you could have kept them motherfuckers. God damn it, where the doctors at? No, I'm just okay. Let's go ahead and switch stuff.
and this is why I really don't fuck with politics, because shit can get real fucking touchy, bro. I swear.
Right.
And I don't like being placed in that position, so I stay away from that shit. But we're gonna keep things rolling. Lately, well, the latest news I will say, because we always talk about Angel. We always talking about Angel for some reason. But the latest news on Angel, she got a show. I think it's Unapologetically Angel or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think she had Shaq as a guest. And it's what Shaq said, personally for me, I don't think it is bad as people are making it to be. But it has made news on social media. And we gonna talk about it. Because this situation, I understand what Shaq was saying. Let me just put it that way. I understand what he was saying. Let's just check it out, and we'll chop it up, man.
On a recent podcast?
No, see? And
I hate when men say that.
It ain't about being turned on. It's about seeing stuff that you're not supposed to see.
Now, for a point of reference, Shaq is Angel Reese a mentor, someone he's taken under his wing from her days at LSU, from winning national championship. He made Angel Reese the first basketball NIL deal with Reebok. Once he got his position,
because they both can't shoot, that's why he did that.
Women's beach volleyball, let's just say the net is 10. For women, it's lower just a little bit. I'm not saying lower to 9.5, but just 9.9.
Just so we can dunk?
Yes.
No.
See.
Mm-mm. And I hate when men say that.
But listen, that's the only difference.
I don't think
what?
So.
Bro, you dunking and getting, man, trust me in the church. Trust me in the church. I'm telling you right,
so.
Bro, a pretty girl dunking on the rim, I'm watching that all the time. You laughing, but imagine you.
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild and Out show dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell? Cause you tripping.
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay. All right.
Oh man.
So obviously she started feeling uncomfortable. Of course, like the dude said, Shaq has been her mentor. And I guess for her, it sounds weird coming from him. Of course, he's old enough to be her father. Hell, damn near a grandfather. But you have to understand why he was saying what he said. I don't think it was him being fresh, even though you could take it that way. And that's why most people took it, and that's why they making it a big deal. But we know the WNBA is lacking funds for their players. And let's think about all these other sports that happen that's not like national. You got these women out here playing football, shoulder pads and booty shorts. And they doing that to draw fans. Of course, men. You understand? You just heard Angel, I don't know if y'all heard or not, but she was just talking about that the WNBA is not even paying her rent, which she did the math, and it didn't. She's making $74,000 a year.
Right.
She did the math on her rent. It was well over that. $74,000.
I think she said she could pay her car note with it or some shit. She said she could pay her car notes or something, and that's it.
That's fucking sad. But I understand WNBA don't have the fan base like NBA players. We get it. So what he was trying to do was come up with something that help them make more money, bring in more revenue, bring in more fans, bring in another way of marketing yourself as an NBA player. Outside of being a great basketball player that you are, you got the looks. Why not? So people are taking it that Shaq was being fresh with it. Nah, man, I understand what Shaq was doing, and it wasn't that.
Yeah, I think it may be somewhere he could have said it a little differently, but the delivery, shouldn't trump the message. But yeah, when it comes to the tights and thing, some of them women, oh, I hate to do this. Some of them women, they don't need they good doing what they doing. But what I will notice that what's the tall lanky white skin, tall lanky white chick, Cameron something.
I'm not sure who that is.
I think she got drafted before Angel. I think Angel was the third pick or something, and she was the second. Or Angel was the second pick in this last draft. It was a chick named Cameron something. But you see her on commercials, Allstate and all that. Like she's another one that
Caitlin, is it?
Not Caitlin. Caitlin. It's a tall chick. Yeah, Cameron Brinks. When you see Cameron Brinks out there on the court, she has makeup on. Like, let's not act like they're all, women are women. They're going to go out there, even though they're playing basketball. I think they have some sort of athletic makeup that they actually wear that when they sweat, it doesn't I don't know. I don't know how that works. But I do know a lot of them, yeah, they got their hair did, they got their lashes did, they in there, they got their makeup on, and they're presenting themselves as women as they rightfully so, as they have the choice to do. I have no problem with it. But as far, I think with Shaq, where he kind of went wrong was where he said you should have them shorts you had on the Wild 'N Out shit, had them same shorts. Why are you playing basketball? That today, to me, I understand if women because women in general, some women don't feel comfortable with their booty cheeks out in public, especially on a national stage. So,
it should be a choice.
Huh?
It could be a choice.
Yeah, if you want to do that, do that. That's how I feel about that. You know,
he was just trying to. I think it was an example. You know what I'm saying? You those shorts you had on at the Wild, that would be, just imagine you dunking in that. if she never had those shorts on and we never saw that, he'd have been scrambling for a fucking an example of what he was talking about. But just so happened, he just did it.
Yeah.
So if you're comfortable with being on social media, you know, with your little skin tight shorts or your skimpy dresses, going on Wild 'N Out, doing these videos where you walking with your ass out and all that type of, if you're comfortable doing that, why are you uncomfortable with this grown man telling you this will help make money for you when you just told her that you're not making enough fucking money? Man, it's so, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it if they had the choice to do that and they wanted to do it. I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah, I would watch it though. Maybe I'll tune in to the highlights or whatnot. But yeah, I don't think for the backlash, because Shaq got a lot of backlash from that. That's a part of this topic, is the amount of backlash he got for it. I don't feel like it was particularly warranted, but I can understand it. But yeah, people going crazy, going at Shaq, talking about, oh, that's his daughter, and that's a whole, or that could be his daughter and all that. But man, that's Shaq, man. Shoot, that's Shaq. What you expect?
I don't know. I see why I can't be touchy. And, you know, like you said, how he said it could be taken wrong, but I just felt like it was an example that was right there because he just seen it. Like,
right.
Yep, you know, them goddamn shorts you just had on. You remember? Yeah.
You remember that?
Don't fucking put them on if you don't want nobody looking at your goddamn ass. Then how about that? And I understand, like, when it comes to an age difference, you would say, hey, man, you know, because I would feel some type of way being googly eyed over a female that's the same age as my daughter. That's some weird shit. But as a man, if we see it, we fucking see it. But and that's her choice. She made that decision to walk around in them goddamn little booty shorts. Yeah, that was your decision.
And that goes into a whole nother discussion that which turns into a double standard, where as a man, if you looking at something that if you 52 and you like something that's 29, people look at you crazy. But then a woman will tell you in a heartbeat, Morris Chestnut is her end all be all when it come to men, and she be 19 and it's okay. Nobody bats an eye. Nobody bats an eye.
Talk your shit.
When it come down to it, we grown. We all grown. I understand some people have an issue with, you know, this age and that age. People are attracted to certain things. Some men like older women. Females at the age, and it's gonna go a little bit deeper, but females at the age of 16 are thinking about men who are 19. When it comes to a 19-year-old chick, she see a 35-year-old chick, or damn, we're not going that deep, but a 35-year-old man, like, some women are attracted to older men. Some women in their upper 20s to lower 30s like salt and pepper beers. Like, it's just, it's just nature. That's the nature. We all adults here. We just born at different times. 18 and up, 25 and up, and you 52. Like, what year you gonna stop being attracted to a? Let me stop.
I get where you're going with it, bro, and I'm loving it. I mean, it's true, man. It get frowned upon when it's men. We are sexual predators, but a woman can make, statements and comments about a man that's way older than him. You're absolutely right.
Denzel.
What'd you say?
I said Denzel. I mean,
yeah. I think we talked about this a long time ago. And this is another one of them topics where you like, man, just chill on. Because there are gonna be people that understand, and there's gonna be people that you're not gonna get through to them when the truth is the truth is the truth.
Right. Timothy Taylor say R. Kelly made it so bad a man who is 50 will get judged by older women if he dates a 19-year-old. Now, and see, that's the thing. Everybody has their number. But if I see if it's a 50-year-old dude with a 19-year-old, that's 50-year-old woman with a 19-year-old man.
It just looks weird. But guess what? Neither one of them will go to jail. Because they both grown. In the law aspect, but in the eyes of public perception, that ain't cool. And I get it. I get it. When we're talking about morally, let's think about this now.
Yeah.
You 31 years older than her, bro.
Right.
But at the same time, he might say, nigga, I can't get in trouble. Fuck what you think, nigga. What you gonna do about it?
I mean,
your wife is fucking wrinkled, bitch. Look at my shit.
And then on the other side of just the physical appearance of being certain ages, there's some women out here who are, especially some black women out here who are 46, who do look 36, and you 20 years old. Like, I don't know.
Look at what's the damn girl who fucking with the basketball player got a baby from him? Jalen Green, and she got the same name as the girl that Shannon was fucking with in that goddamn flick. God damn it, not flick, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Somebody put it in the chat for me. Somebody put it in the chat. What the goddamn girl name was. But anyway, she has a baby from a dude that's the same age as her goddamn son. Yeah. Ain't nobody get in trouble, did it? Nope. And she still living her life happily ever after because she don't give a fuck.
How she look?
Drea is her name. Yeah, Drea.
Do she look like?
Now, you remember Drea Michelle, bro?
I don't. That don't ring a bell for me.
Hold on, goddammit. Hold on.
Uh-oh. That must mean she look good. If you go to the hold on. Let me pull this up for you real quick.
when you see it, you gonna remember who she is. I don't even know what the fuck Drea Michelle do, bro. To be honest with you. I think she's been on like one of these love and hip hop fucking shows or some shit. But let me share this screen instead and put it up on the screen.
So that's who Jalen Green with.
Yeah, that's who we got a baby from.
So it's like if you see them two people out, she don't. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm like, man, it's a double standard in there, definitely when it comes to that. Now, we're not talking about anything underage. We talking about, let's not go there. We all know, shit.
God, I ain't even mean to do that. I ain't mean to do that. That's what we left off at.
Yeah. But yeah. It's one of them things. That's an endless discussion right there. But we're gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's go
Basketball
into No, it ain't finished. We ain't finished with basketball. We are not finished with basketball, but we gonna change the whole mood because it's time for the feel good story of the night. Yes. We're going to switch over, but we're going to continue to talk about basketball. Let me change my title at the bottom of the screen. People think we some fucking perverts around here. But yeah, it is the feel good story of the night segment where we talk about something positive that happened in the world. Maybe entertainment, maybe just some basic shit that a human being did. But tonight, we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. First and foremost, we're going to give this man his motherfucking flowers. So let's do this first. And then we're going to follow up with another segment that I call, I Know You Fucking Lying. So salute to D Wade, man. That's all I'm going to say. Let's get to it, man.
First, we got together for the retirement. Then we retire the jersey. Then we celebrate the Hall of Fame. We know how to party around here. How about this statue, Dwayne, and what you're reflecting on now as it sits forever on the western steps of Kaseya Center?
What's up, y'all? There's only a few organizations that have a statue outside. There's only a few players that will ever experience.
You might wait on this one. You might have to wait on that answer.
Thank you guys, man.
As you were saying.
There's only a few organizations that have statues outside. There's a minimum, there's not even 15 players that's played this game of basketball that have a statue outside. We have a statue outside. All right. So for me to be the vessels that's used to be the chosen one, I'm proud of it. I'm proud because we worked very, very, very hard to create an image that will stand for a very long time that expresses what the Miami Heat, my family, and our fan base is about. So don't let
All right, so we're gonna stop it right there. And the gesture was amazing, and he's right. There's not a lot of statues in front of a lot of these arenas in the NBA. We got Kobe, MJ. I think Shaq got one in Orlando, or he might have one in LA. And of course, we know LeBron will have one eventually. Maybe it will be in Cleveland, maybe it will be in Miami, maybe it'll be in goddamn LA. You don't know.
I would think it would have to be in Cleveland, I think.
Yeah, you will hope so, because that's where he's from. But it is something big, and I definitely salute him because he is the greatest Miami Heat basketball player of all time. Even though LeBron played there, but that's D Wade's home. Just like we consider, Cleveland LeBron's.
Right.
If we just even take LeBron out, who can you say in Miami Heat history is better than Dwayne Wade?
Couldn't do it.
Thinking
They was team basketball. They wasn't star player driven until, they had some. But Pat Riley deserved a motherfucking statue before any player. So,
Yeah. So this is huge, and I think he deserved it because he's considered one of the best shooting guards. They put him right up under Jordan and Kobe.
Top 5, you think? Would you say top 5?
Shooting guards? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because what he did, we can name a lot of shooting guards.
Yeah.
But what he did in Miami, he turned that whole organization around. Remember, he won the championship without LeBron. He won one with Shaq.
Facts.
So I give him credit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
What he done. So I want to give that man his flowers.
Yeah. I would have to say top 5 all-time shooting guard. I don't know. I would say that with just my memory of what I got now in my memory bank of shooting guards, I would have to say top 5 because he was a versatile shooting guard that could play that point and do that very well.
Yes.
So a lot of shooting guards don't have that ability to be that court general that he could be if need be, which he did a lot of the times. He did play that point a lot of the time. So, definitely great assist man all around. So I salute him for that.
Most definitely, man. Definitely it's a great thing to see people get their flowers. In this case, he got a statue. So salute to D Wade. And this was our Phil. Yeah. Now we're going to switch gears real quick. Real quick.
Here we go.
We're going into the next segment. And, this is a segment that we don't hit every week. But if I got something, I'm definitely going to give it to you. And guess what? D-Wade, we ain't finished.
We ain't done.
We ain't finished.
Bring that ass here, boy. No.
Hey, this is... I know you fucking
lying. I know you fucking lying, bitch.
I ain't gonna even hold y'all up. Let's get into it.
What happened? I just need to know who keep making these statues. So that way I can make sure he don't touch Goat James. I don't know who the hell that is right there, Ocho. Man, who is that?
It's not that bad, is it,
That might be D-Wade Sr.
I don't know who is responsible for that statue, but the face. How could you not just look at examples before you made that?
I think somebody lied. I don't know who told him. He must have built sandcastles as a kid. Come on, Ocho. That didn't even look bad.
It looked nothing like him. It was bad. You saw D-Wade reaction?
I'm like, who is that? Man, who is that?
But the face.
Tell you what, Ocho. Take that 3 Miami Heat jersey off and just poll everybody. Who is this statue of? I guarantee you not one person would be able to tell you that's D-Wade.
He should have never turned that in.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The part, I got a cut up under my right eye.
They got the cut on there too?
Yes, absolutely. You see I got the fade. They got the waves in that thing. I don't know.
You got no waves, but okay, go ahead.
I ain't got no waves now, but I had waves. They took it off the picture.
I know you fucking lying, bitch.
Man, look. Goodness gracious. Lawrence
What it look like?
You said it before I even seen it. You were like, man, they made that man look like Lawrence Fishburne. I said, that's Lawrence Fishburne. Why the
Hey, I brought the trophy with. I brought the statue with us, bro. Yeah.
Oh, man, look. Okay.
Man, if you would have heard the rest of that interview, they really started touching on it. It was like, you can tell he done heard all the fucking joke. Like, it's not, we don't worry about what people say about this. Yes, the fuck you should worry, bro. Dog, that fucking statue was horrible, bro.
But it really, I wasn't even thinking about none of this before the live. But it really made me think, like, when they make the face, like, I'm pretty sure it's not like they just hit a button and it come out at one time. Like, when they made it, I feel like the people should have to approve it. Like, who is approving? Where's the quality control in this shit?
Exactly. Who the fuck approved this? Like Ocho said, they shouldn't even sent that shit in.
Nah, man. That's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, I think it was somebody else. The last time somebody got a statue built and that shit was horrible too. I can't even remember. Was it Kobe? Yeah. I think it was Kobe's own. Kobe's own was fucked up too. Yeah.
I think Hills was better than this though. It's better than that shit there. I know it. They fucked up that Martin Luther King one too. You remember that? We talked about the Martin Luther King one.
Yeah.
They fucked that shit up, man. I don't know how that shit.
Hey, when they sent this in, and I don't even know if D Wade had the opportunity to see that shit before the world did. But I'm pretty sure that motherfucker was
I
like,
know you fucking lying, bitch.
yeah, man. But again, salute to D Wade.
Salute D Wade. You know, what did he say? It was a comment Timothy said. Wade wasn't better than Jordan, Kobe, Reggie Miller, Clyde Drexler, and Allen Iverson. He was better than Reggie Miller.
Definitely was better. Yeah, that's why we said he was like, I said, they ranked him up under Kobe and Jordan. He's better than fucking Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was just a great fucking 3-point shooter.
And you talk about Allen Iverson and how tough he was. Wade had that build. He had a build to where his body carried his courage. Iverson had a build where it superseded. He had the courage that superseded his build. And Wade had the build to match the courage behind it. So I think that's the one thing. But when it comes to certain things, pure score handles and all that, you can go into that. But Reggie Miller, we're not going to do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, he got an argument with AI because I definitely fuck with AI. AI was the answer now.
Yeah, I'm not going to beat him up too much about that.
I ain't mad at him for saying AI because, you know, we can talk about championships, and we know he got 2 of those championships with a built team.
Oh yeah.
He got with Shaq, which I give him credit because Shaq was almost at the end of his career.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I ain't never had no goddamn team. Yep.
So there you go. Boom. He had Dukembe, Eric Snow. Who he had? He had Dukembe for a little bit, Eric Snow, the small forward, the white, his team.
Coleman.
Derek Coleman. And Derek Coleman was playing with Charles Barkley in high school at
Theo Ratliff. Wasn't Theo
Ratliff? Ratliff. Like, man, come on now. We're not gonna do that.
But listen though. Just name. Think about those players we just named. They wasn't scores.
Good role players.
Good role players, but he ain't had no fucking role player like Shaq.
Chris Bosh.
No, we talking about you go to Bosch.
He's a star.
He's a star. But I'm talking about when he won it with just Shaq. When Shaq
I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He averaged about 20 points a game that year. But it was Wade. But like I said, that's a great argument.
Mm-hmm.
And you can argue some things on both sides. I can't lie, Timothy. You on point on that one, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're gonna keep the show rolling. Moving on to I think the second to the last topic. Let's see, we already at 121, hour 21 already.
Okay.
But yeah, this next one, we're just gonna chop it up real quick about it. Then we're gonna go to the meat and potatoes. I know, I don't think you really heard about this one, but
yeah, you're gonna get my first reaction because I
yeah, Shyne is being called out by Funk Flex, and the way he's talking in this, he make it seem like he know what went down, and we all know Shyne said Diddy made him the fall guy, and he had to serve all that time in prison because of Diddy. But Funk Flex seemed to say that is not true. So let's take a listen to this real quick.
A problem with the dudes he had in the club, not Puff. So I want to make sure, because this has been bothering me for weeks. So when somebody tries to say they the scapegoat, or if they like they were used, it's been bothering me, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shyne, I love you, bro, and I know what you've been through. No, I don't, but you're a liar. You're a stone cold faced liar, Shyne. First of all, you remember when D-Rock had to beat you up at that studio because you were feeling yourself? You lucky you signed the Bad Boy, because if you did not sign the Bad Boy and you signed the Def Jam or anywhere else, they were gonna pound you out like the day they beat you up at that studio. And I'm gonna tell you something else, Shyne. If you hated Puff so much, when he got the key to the city, you were in the trailer. You sucker. You're a sucker. I can't stand you. You got no guts. You went to jail because you took out your gun because you were scared to get punched in the face by some dudes that you knew that were your people that you jerked. You jerked them because you assigned to them first, Shyne. Shyne, you assigned to those dudes first. I am going to expose you, Shyne, because you're a liar. You could fool your country on who you are. You ain't fooling me. You had 10 record deals because you sound like the Notorious B.I.G. and he died. Everybody wanted to spit in your face back then, Shyne. Because you sounded like Biggie, and he was capitalizing off of something. Don Pooh, I apologize. I know I said I wasn't going to say something tonight. I'm sorry. Shyne, your records were whack too. I'm going to wait till your whack-ass documentary come out. And I'm going to destroy you. You're a liar. This is a documentary? Oh, yeah, he's on Hulu saying that he was framed and he was whatever. And you know, he was the scapegoat and everything else. You're a liar. You couldn't even come through that tunnel. They would have slapped you. You had to come through with 1,000 goons.
Yo, what?
They wanted your head because you had no respect for Biggie. That ain't your natural voice. You're a goofball. You went to jail because you were scared.
When I was a 18-year-old kid, just wanting to do nothing other than make my mother proud and make Belize proud and do what all of us want to do, be recognized for our talent and take over the world.
No.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison. So that is the context by which you must always describe that relationship. Yes, I forgave, I moved on, but let us not pretend as if I was in Miami for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And that
went to a birthday with him once.
I
saw a birthday cake.
I went again to do a charity event for impoverished youth in London. But don't distort it as if, he and I were bombali. This is someone that destroyed my life. But do I take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through? Absolutely not. I am different than maybe other people. No one needs to fail for me to succeed.
Now tell me who wanna fuck with us. Just the ashes, dust the dust, I bang and blow your fucking brain. Diddly whoa. Shyne. We talking about Shyne, people. The Biggie impersonator.
Yeah, and we just heard him talk. He said that ain't even your real fucking voice, man.
D Love said it. Now you got an accent. Now tell me who wanna fuck with us. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, I bang.
I bet you that was P. Diddy idea, I bet you.
Yeah. Well, his father, I think when it comes to that situation, and Flex, when it comes to that footage, though, first thing I just want to say real quick, I'm going to let you go. That was a pure definition of what you call compliment sandwich. You sandwich compliments in between all the fuckery you got to say about someone, and on the top bun, you say, look, before we start, I love you. Then you put that but say a bunch of fuck shit, then end it off with the bottom piece of the hamburger. And that's that compliment sandwich Flex gave him, man.
But you know what? He ain't put no fucking bun at the bottom of that motherfucker because he ain't in with nothing nice.
Oh, okay.
He ain't in with nothing nice, bro. He started with the top bun, smooth, nice. And then he went to the meat, nigga, fuck you. Right. He never completed the fucking sandwich.
Right. That's true. You got me on that one because he was going in. He started that sandwich off, said fuck the bottom.
Yeah. So I mean, of course, what Funk Flex is talking about, I have no idea. I don't know if it holds weight, if it's true. I don't understand why he would go to prison because he jerked some of his, I guess, some guys he knew that he was signed with. But what did he do to go to prison? I thought was obviously he was tied to that situation with Puff. What does Funk Flex has to do? What Funk Flex said have to do with him going to prison? Because that doesn't make sense to me. Did you catch that? He's talking about something that, and he said you went to jail because of you jerked some guys, blah 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 blah.
And the blah blah was, that they was trying to fight and you pulled your gun out. So you pussy for pulling your gun out because you didn't run that fade with these people. That's kind of how I took it, because he kept talking about fighting and pulling your gun out, and that's what got you fucked up type shit. So I think maybe that was it. And I don't know the whole story. This goes back to that classic golden era of hip hop information and golden era of hip hop folklore of this whole night at this club or this event that they had. Timothy Taylor say, I can't name a Shyne song he did without Barrington Levy. He did his single after that was Fire. Mama told, never mind. You got me on that, Timothy Taylor, because Barrington Levy was on that as well. Mama told me to bring no Rolls Royce, and if my Rolls Royce doesn't pay me, that song was fire. But yeah, besides them two songs, but that's beside the point. But yeah, when it comes to Flex going off, Flex known for doing this. He know what it's gonna do with the ratings. He knows exactly what he's doing up there at that radio station. Of course, Shyne Barrow, which his father Dean Barrow, Belize Prime Minister, and Shyne's father sent a petition to New York Governor David Paterson asking Paterson to pardon his son in 2008. In the year 2008, Governor Paterson had pardoned rapper Slick Rick in a similar situation, who also faced deportation. So his father is definitely a wealthy man. When he came into the game, he was wealthy. If you hear any Shyne raps talking about he was poor, that's not true. He grew up. His father was Belize's prime minister, like this. So he grew up with money. That's almost like he's almost like royalty over there. So that explains why when I seen that clip play, I thought, because I'm looking at a picture of his father, and he's a spitting image of his father. That's why I thought that, because I was just doing a little quick Google search, and that he looks exactly like his father.
Yeah, he's been in jail for how long was it? 10 years or something like that? 8, 10 years? And he's aged. He's not aging gracefully, I can tell you that. Because that motherfucker look old as shit. Because I looked at his pictures when he was rapping, taking pictures, photos for his cover and all that. Yeah, boy, you don't look the same at all. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know he had to spend some hard time in fucking prison. But, you know, if his father was that guy, prime minister, and they wealthy, like, why did you come over here, bro? Why did you even come and fuck with Diddy, bro? You know what I'm saying? I understand you wanted to rap. You took an opportunity, you took a chance, and you came over here and fucked them.
TAD, the American dream. People, you know, it's something, you know, Belize, I don't know if it's labeled as a third world country, but, you know, these other countries, man, this is the place to be. You know, this is the center stage. This is the highlight. This is where it's at. You come over here, man, the American dream, that's what they all want. This dollar that we got is what they want, because they know when they go back over there, it's going to convert to something different.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And where I work at, I see that all the time, and that's why they're there. You know what I'm saying? I know a Jamaican dude. He told me, you know, well, what you make here, you'll be a rich man over there.
Yep.
I like that.
Shit.
I might goddamn pack my shit.
Hey, I done thought about it, man. The guy who I apprenticed and basically learned everything I know of a Mexican man who taught me a lot. And I love him to death, you know. But yeah, he retired, you know, cashed out his 401k, let the government take what they needed to take for him to leave, because you get taxed if you get 401k in America and you leave, then they tax your 401k. He said even with what they take off, and he worked for the company for 27 years. So you can imagine what his 401k was at. When he left and went, he's a rich man in Mexico right now. That dollar doubles in Mexico.
So they tax you just to leave the country? They tax your 401k just to leave?
They don't tax what you have, but if it's in a 401k, and I think my company is like a 401kb or something shit where the percentage fluctuates because it's kind of like on a market type of situation. So whenever you leave, yes, they will tax you if you're not a resident here in America, they will tax your 401k when you go back. But even with that, going back to Mexico, you a rich man.
Dang. Well, Shyne, I hope you over there in your country, man. You don't you don't need to be over here, bro. This ain't where you need to be at. You ain't gonna win over here, you know. You got people like Funk Flex calling you out and all that type of shit. And, yeah, and Diddy definitely can't help you because, you know, Diddy going through his own shit. As he should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get to the final segment of the night. And y'all know we call that the meat and potatoes. You know, I just had some goddamn meat and potatoes. Did I put that goddamn shit over here? Don't tell me I didn't. And I probably did. Oh well. I didn't put the intro over here.
Shit, we good. We rock out, you know.
Yeah,
This
we
is the
good.
final topic of the night. Definitely, this is BVP episode 40 in this thing. Salute to everybody who's been here with us, kicking it with us, sitting up, chopping it up and shit. Hit that like one time for the one time.
Most definitely. So we're gonna get into the bigger elephant in the room. Lil Durk.
Smirky, yo.
I got there. Lil Durk. You want to get a monster? Come on, get the monster time. Come here.
Oh shit. He did that. I ain't see it. I got to check.
Get this monster time.
Man.
Oh shit, that goddamn Bubba. If y'all haven't subscribed to Bubba Doug, y'all need to watch that dude. I swear to God, he'll have you rolling, man, for real.
Yeah, so this situation with Lil Durk, man, it's been in the news all week. We definitely gonna chop it up tonight. I've been seeing a lot, and really, Chloe, she talked about this in March. She talked about this a while back as to this could happen, and it's here. It's here right now in front of us. So when it comes down to it, I'm hearing about wiretaps. You can chime in whenever. Wiretaps. I'm hearing about snitches. I'm hearing about flagrant, just dumb shit that OTF did, which is only the family, which is Lil Durk's gang that he started, I think, 10 years ago. Situation with King Von and Quando Rondo. We all know how that ended. We all know Quando Rondo. And actually, he just dropped a video. What was it? 3 days ago, 2 days ago or something. He just dropped the video, though.
He dropped it the day that we found out Durk was arrested. He dropped it the same. He did the same shit that old boy did with Fulio. And that's like this. I don't give a damn what you say. This was done purposely. He didn't say anything, disrespectful. The song was about his cousin who got killed, but he did that shit on purpose. Because we haven't heard from Quando Rondo in God knows how long.
At all. Yeah. Well, the only thing we heard is that I dropped my flag.
Right.
So then we hear this, and to take it a little deeper with that song that he put out, you notice what was Durk's last big single with J. Cole, All My Life, had the kids singing. Quando Rondo, this video that he put out with this indictment, kids singing. It's like, it's the little things that I'll be looking at. That was the first thing I picked up on, not even the lyrics. Of course, I went back and listened to the lyrics, but the first thing I heard in that song was them kids singing on that hook.
Yeah, it won't be as big as Lil Durk and J. Cole, because they song got a fucking Grammy.
Right. That's
I picked up on that shit as well. And it's not worth it. Let me just start there. It's not worth it. And when I was just laughing at Bubba Dub and what he was saying in a joking manner, but what he was saying was true. All these people wanted you to ride for Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? The pressure was applied. Like, if that's your homeboy, you got to ride for him.
You got to do something.
You got to do something. And he did. And one thing you have to understand is it's going to come back. Remember, karma is real. And y'all fucked around and killed the wrong fucking person. That makes it even worse. But I don't know if you want to listen to this little news article, the preference, what we talk about, we can. We're going to listen to the whole thing. Let me bring this up real quick. And if you want to stop at any point, let me know. But this is from Law and Crime. Shout out to Law and Crime. Go subscribe to their channel. They do great work on these type of situations, should I say.
A popular rap artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest, as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time, he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Tyquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, aka Vonnie, Asa Houston, aka Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, aka Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6 during an argument between 2 groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von.
Every time someone books this Airbnb, I get paid. And here's the thing, I don't own it or rent it. I haven't even stepped inside this.
Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2020.
I would hope that he wouldn't do that in the public eye. When they say he talking about putting his bounty and all that, I would hope that wasn't done in the public eye. But what I do know about these rappers is they cocky as hell. Right. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was done talking in code, which the laws know code. There ain't no more talking in code, you know.
Yeah, they definitely know code. And it makes you wonder what type of setting he was in when he did make the statement, if he did say it, allegedly. Because obviously it's known. So did someone say it? Did someone tell? Because they put it in there like, we know you said that.
Right.
How do you know he said that? I got this amount of money for anybody that kills Quando Rondo. So they make you think he said it in a crowd of fucking people. I know he ain't put that shit online. I hope he ain't that fucking stupid. But so obviously he said that shit amongst a bunch of people. And that, to me, that's just stupid. That's stupid. You would only talk to people that you're close with. And maybe he told it to one person, and one person spread it out to the people that he thought should know. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. I do want to run through some of these overt acts, and I'm kind of going to do this fast because you know how court documents are. They list everybody for every overt act, and I'm just going to go through. It says using a credit card associated with OTF, conspirators will purchase airplane tickets for the co-conspirators to fly to California. They would travel to Chicago, to Southern Cali, would travel throughout Los Angeles via cars to procure the defendant Grant to find and track and kill TB. This is all I'm reading this from. It sounds a little like I'm just saying this, but I'm reading this from the indictment. Would communicate via cell phone to coordinate logistics to find TB. Would fire multiple shots at TB, killing such and such who was a passenger in TB's vehicle. Defendant Wilson would pay the bounty or monetary reward cost payment to be made for the killing of S.R. Let me go to, that was the pre overt acts, but these are now overt acts. Let me start at number 4. Hold on. All right, on August 18, 2022, defendant via text message, defendant Wilson via text message that defendants Wilson and Lindsay had the same airline ticket confirmation. They got text saying on the way to LA. On got clear. I'm 15 minutes from the airport. These are all text messages that are overt acts in this indictment. August 18th, defendant Grant purchased 4 black ski masks from a sporting goods store in Los Angeles. That's an overt act. Number 14, overt act number 14, August 18th, defendant Grant rented a hotel room for the co-conspirators located in Cali. Defendants with 2 firearms, including a firearm that been modified to operate as a fully automatic machine gun, which that's, as we know, is a switch that do a little modification on the gun to make it shoot more rapid.
Yo, let me just stop you for just a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
These text messages, I'm assuming they pulled from their cell phones, right?
One could only, that where else, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I was thinking like this wasn't said to them. This is what they pulled from the phones. I just wanted to make sure.
You would think, and that's what, when it comes down to it, that's what I feel like hearsay when it comes to an overt act, and this is something I'm not sure about because as in Young Thug's case, there's like 100 and something overt acts that they're going through. That's why it's taking so long, plus the amount of witnesses that are being brought. But you would think that if they got this as an overt act, that it would be something that they have to, they could show this. Or I would think that, but everything from having the video or the pictures from different poll cameras and different, like they got in this indictment, there's photos of the car going to the gas station, to here, to like, it's like the amount of detail in these indictments is different than we're seeing in the Diddy case. Because that's one thing I like to do is I like to compare. We got an indictment for Diddy. We got an indictment for this. We got an indictment for what's the other one you just mentioned? Or I just mentioned. But we've seen indictment papers before. You've seen indictment papers before, of course, working with the Community Crime Network and things like that. So, especially salute Chloe, Loyalty and Betrayal. She been over there killing it, touching on this and breaking this shit down better than I can do. But when it comes down to it, how detailed these indictments are, it's like you can only say either, and you've heard everything, wiretaps is either wiretaps or just flat out it's in his cell phone or somebody snitching. It's like
wiretaps wasn't in that indictment, was it?
I didn't read completely, but I didn't hear anything about a wiretap. But I don't think in an indictment that they would say that this is how they got this. Because this is the initial indictment.
Right.
Like how Diddy and, the freak offs and all that. They said all that about freak offs, but they didn't say exactly how they got that information, because that's for the court, that's for the trial, that's for so
right. And we all know that when it comes to a federal case like this, that they're not coming to get you for nothing. They're not gonna arrest you. Trust me, the DA is not gonna put you behind bars if they don't feel like they got a solid case. They got you because they feel like they got you. And that's one thing I do know. So when it comes to all these rumors about this guy snitched and this guy snitched, you have to understand in this type of situation there's so many people involved. Man, you don't know how the fuck they got what, besides what's evident that they got the text message and things like that. But what led them to you? You motherfuckers do music. You motherfuckers talk too fucking much. You do things to other people and they might just say, man, fuck you, and then give you up. You don't motherfucking know. So you can point the finger at whoever you fuck you want to. You know what I'm saying? I haven't, dug deep into this case. Like you said, Chloe's been doing a hell of a job doing it. But when it comes to this type of situation and you putting the hit out on somebody, you just involve somebody else. Yeah. And guess how many other people we seen got arrested? 5. What the fuck is stupid, bro? It's fucking stupid.
Using credit cards, business credit cards. This was when Chloe was initially reading, because I heard her read through what I just kind of summarized, and I could have kept going, but for the sake of time and for all of that, you can go over the loyalty and betrayal. You can go over the law and crime. They'll go through all of it. I kind of summarized it, but the one that really stuck out to me as being some dumb ass shit, really dumb ass shit. You own an LLC, you own a business, right? Body to be global. You got your stamp. That's yours. No one can use that but you.
Yep.
And you want to put a hit out. You want to do some fuck shit.
Not with my credit card, you ain't.
Well, now I'm just. But what I'm saying is, you want to do some fuck shit. Are you going to use a company credit card under your business name that your business owns as an LLC, as a conglomerate, whatever the fuck you want to call it? You going to use that credit card to go into a hotel room in a city that you not at, and use that credit card to purchase anything in the under the guise of doing some crime. That was the dumbest shit ever. You kind of seal your fate at that point, using that OTF credit card to do some fuck shit.
Yeah, and then they found out he was actually in California while this shit was happening. What the fuck you go there for? Why? Why would you go there? That's just one piece of the puzzle that you fucked up with. What you said, that's major. These guys, they want to be so tough, and they think they're so street knowledgeable when you're not. It's levels to this shit, fellas. Durk, I have no sympathy for you. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. If anybody loved Durk, I'm sorry. But when it comes to who you are right now, and before this happened, before King Von, after King Von got killed, you let these people gas your ass up to do this. I seen a video where Wallow from the him and Gilly, that dude sit here and told you his brother got killed and he forgave his brother's killer, and he was crying, bro, because he's telling you don't fucking do it. Don't do it. This dude was damn near in fucking tears, bro, because he knew what he wanted to do would have took him off the streets for the rest of his fucking life. And he already done served for a bunch of time.
Yeah.
It's hard to have sympathy for people who can't think for themselves, bro. You can, but you choose not. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, that's very true. And I will say, for the other side of the coin, that retaliation is what he was like. That's truly like, X out all this, key to the city. He recently got the key to the city. Recently got his slate wiped clean, got rid of all his felonies, put out a tweet that said, I finally don't have a record. Finally, I see how you look. But that's what I'm saying. Put all that to the side. When it comes down to it, this is the environment he knows.
But you're right. But look what he was trying. He said in the song with J. Cole, I'm trying to clean up my image. So the environment he knows, man, they don't give a fuck about you cleaning your image. But you knew what was coming down the pipe, or you knew what was possibly coming down the pipe.
He seen the writing on the wall.
So if we're gonna say this is the environment he's in, he wouldn't have really gave a damn, and none of this shit would have changed. He would have still been doing the same dumb shit, rapping about the same shit.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, he would, but that little angel on his shoulder would be telling him, nah, you got to clean your image up, because you see this writing on this wall and you know the two places that this type of shit lands you. So it's almost like you drop an album called Almost Healed. All My Life. Grammy Award winning song. I don't remember it winning a Grammy, but you said it, so I believe you.
It did.
Yeah, and I can agree. I can believe it because that song was great. I like, that was a dope song. Like, they deserve that. Like, I feel like that's so. Being from that environment, I feel like there was some sort of angel on his shoulder, and of course the religious aspect with his uncle being Muslim. I've heard him talk about his uncle being Muslim, or I think it was his dad that was Muslim, but he converted to Islam. We seen Minister Farrakhan come out, and what I think, if you were to sum up what Minister Farrakhan said, how would you, I guess, sum it up? And what's good, Miss Young in the building? What's good?
Pretty much, it was like, I'm praying for you.
Yeah,
we behind you, and hopefully you overcome this.
Right.
I don't get it, and I don't know if it was in those exact words, but that's what I picked up from what Minister Farrakhan said. And I also heard Rollo talk about it, which he's a Muslim as well, which what he said made me understand why Minister Farrakhan said what he said, because the Muslims, they stick together regardless.
Right. And I actually got the I'll read it.
So when it comes to someone like Minister Farrakhan, the person of his stature, he's well respected. How can you say that when it came at the cost of somebody else's life? I don't understand that.
Right.
That I'm pretty sure that's not what your higher power teaches. I'm pretty damn sure of that. So that was very confusing for me.
That willful ignorance.
Yeah.
Brother Farrakhan, this is what he said on IG. Praying for my brother. He has a tremendous amount of influence, and he's been leading his people away from the filth that they have been engineered to live in. And let's stop right there, because these words, Farrakhan, I'm pretty sure he chooses his words very wisely. So I'm gonna read that again. He says he has a tremendous amount of influence, and he's leading his people away from the filth that they've been engineered to live in.
It's too late. I ain't gonna say it's too late for him to do that, but you can't forget about the skeletons that you already created in your closet, bro. You just because you're doing right now, and that's why I said I feel like he's trying to clean his image because he know what potentially is coming down that pipeline, bro.
Yeah,
and that's something that maybe his lawyer can speak on when he on that goddamn in trial. Look at what he's doing right now. He don't have any more felonies. He's doing this type of music. He's doing this. But you can't forget what you did before you did this, bro. Karma. It's gonna always come back, bro. I don't give a fuck what you done. I stopped being a dog. I used to dog women out. I stopped. Look what the fuck happened to me. I can't forget what the fuck I did to people back then. It's still coming. Believe it, nigga.
Yeah, he goes on to say, every time one like this comes up, they do everything in their power to destroy him. Hashtag Brother Farrakhan. I don't know why he changed his name from Minister Farrakhan to Brother Farrakhan, but this is from Farrakhan's official IG page.
Say that last thing you said again, bro.
Said every time one like this comes up, they do everything in their power to destroy them.
That's very fucking disappointing to hear you say that, Farrakhan.
Accountability.
Man. Exactly. Accountability. We don't want to hear that, oh, they just try to do this to him because he done got his slate white. No, nigga. Don't forget what he was a part of before this. You can't forget that. That shit don't go away, man. Nah, Farrakhan, you wrong for that shit, bro. And if I was in your face, I'd tell you that. I got a lot of respect for you, but you wrong for that shit, bro. And I know right now we can say alleged because he hasn't been convicted yet. I understand that. But
right.
Nigga, 2 + 2 is 4. We know that.
Right. Hasn't had his day yet. I'm going to get to some of these comments. Timothy Taylor, I'm going to go back a little bit. Say, I'm from Chicago. Durk and Rondo both was entrapped by the Crips in California who was looking to make a bag off of both of them. That's why Rondo dropped his flag, because Crips set it up. D-Lo say, do you want me to put the link in here? I don't know what link you're talking about, but you can put it in here. If I can click on it, then you can put it in here. I don't know what we're talking about. I probably went back too far. What's good? Miss Young in the building. He tried to prove a point and it went left. D-Love say, Timothy say, I'm gonna start calling Timothy Taylor T. That's a lot. No, I can't call a man TT. I'm not gonna do
No, don't call him damn TT. Just call him Tim.
Tim. That's what I'm gonna call. Jay Prince Miles, and salute for you being here, man. Giving us, something to feed off. We love the interaction. So Jay Prince Mob Ties just got raided. Yo Gotti CMG will likely be next. And crazy part, we talked about CMG with that Dolph situation and the ties from Big Jew and all that. Like it's crazy. So you saying that Gotti CMG will likely be next? It's plausible. I hope Gotti leave the country now before it's too late. And they allegedly fucking, what is it? I heard Durk had tickets to Switzerland and Italy and all type of shit. But he never got on.
It was too late. Come on.
D-Love say his dad is Muslim. Yeah, and I heard him talk about that in the songs. His dad is Muslim. Of course, the Muslim population in the jails is heavy. Like they like a whole little sector to themselves in these prison pipelines and whatnot. Some people convert for protection. That's a well-known fact, D-Love. So when it comes down to it, yeah, man, you can do some things to tighten that image up, but like in the NFL, when it's fourth quarter and the team start bombing and they still lose, it's like it's a little, it's not enough and it's a little too late type of thing. You in the fourth quarter now. You did some shit in the first quarter. Too many fumbles, interceptions in the first quarter, and you start bombing their ass in the fourth quarter. Back to back, bomb, bomb, bomb. Too little, too late type of situation is what it's kind of boiling down to me, man.
Yeah, let me give another example to make sure I nail this home, so people don't think I'm just being a dickhead. You out here willy-nilly sleeping with women unprotected. You smash a chick, you tell your partner about it, and he was like, boy, I heard she had that shit, nigga. And we know what that shit is. I spoke about the same shit earlier. So you like, oh shit, man, god damn. So now that scared the fuck out of you. You wear protection after every chick you sleep with now.
Right.
Can't forget about that one chick he just told you about. If she really had that shit, just because you protected yourself and you cleaned it up, doesn't mean she ain't give you that shit, nigga. It's still there. Too late.
So when we talk about grace, it's just to further the discussion in conclusion, we done been here 2 hours. We gon', and I agree with you. What you said with that analogy, that's a great analogy. When it comes to grace, we're not talking about the law. We're talking about in general. Do you feel, Durk really like that was a, good attempt or good, do you feel like this is the turn, like that this may turn over a new leaf in a man's life?
With every action, there's a reaction. And every bad decision, there's a consequence. When it comes to grace, that's up to him. You know what I'm saying? If he feel like you deserve a second chance, or you can be, beneficial to the rest of the world and change things, maybe he will give you a second chance. Maybe you may get out of this. But that's not my decision, your partner's decision, or the judge's decision, whether you believe it or not. It's his decision. Because right now, if they got you caught red-handed, now your life lies in the hands of the law. And they don't give a fuck about you. Understand that. Only him. So when it comes to grace, bro, I'm not saying it's not possible. But when you make this decision to do what you did,
right,
you have to accept what comes with it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Grace in the eyes of Allah, not the eyes of the law. My bad.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. The religious aspect, definitely you will get grace. Christianity, you will get grace. In the eyes of the law, you got to atone.
Yeah, there's no sin greater than another. Always remember that. But in the law, it is. It is.
Right. Yeah, man. So dope discussion. I feel like I don't really have much else to say.
Yeah, I'm good. Definitely appreciate
it. Just because I got the wealth of what I know from the situation from Chloe, I will drop the link to Chloe's channel or Loyalty and Betrayal. It always messed me up saying that Loyalty and Betrayal. I can't stop myself from saying Chloe.
Yeah, we know Chloe though, so
Let me grab this link for Chloe's channel, and I will drop it. But we definitely will wrap this thing up. That should be in my notification somewhere.
You know, this was a discussion that, you know, I didn't know which way it was going to go, but I know with us, if we can't speak on it and it be facts, we ain't going to speak on it, but we going to tell you the real. You understand?
Right.
And that's the best thing you did was go to that indictment and read from that. Because from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of people being called snitches, ain't really snitches and all that type of shit. And that ain't what we're doing over here. This is big business. Big business. We're only talking about what we know, whether it's morally right or factually right. That's just what we gonna do. Yeah, we ain't finna lead you down no fucking rabbit hole around here, man. You dig?
Right. So, you know, we touched on the law and crime. I put the link to Chloe channel in the thing. You could drop it, boss. Or in the private chat, I put it in there. You can copy and paste that. And that's the link to Chloe channel. Yeah, man. This has been episode 40. Ran a little long, but it is what it is. Good discussion. All, you know, hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're in the bushes and whatnot, just listening. Salute to you. I salute to the people in the bushes. I like the people in the bushes. Y'all cool with me. You feel me? And if you don't like something, I would implore you to hit the dislike button. If you don't want to hit the like button because of what I'm saying, you don't like what I'm saying, and you dislike what I'm saying, then hit the dislike button. Long as you hit a button. We here.
Press the goddamn button.
Right.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all again. We're going to wrap this thing up and get up out of here. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. And we're going to bring nothing but big business to you. You understand me?
Yeah.
With that being said, y'all hold it down. Be easy.
Yeah.
We're going to end the night with Da Vinci. Watch me paint this motherfucker.